a very basic review of Train Sim 3 from Dovetail Games. Yet again, it seems to be, was this a yearly recurrence now, is it? Or is it 2 years? I can't remember, since Train Sim 2 came out. And to be honest with you, it's pretty much more of the same. All my downloadable content that on Train Sim 2 took some time to be able to download. They obviously weren't ready. At least on release this time, I've been able to put in all my downloadable content like Trans-Pennine and the South Western Railways and some of the stuff from the first one and some of the stuff that I bought. So I'm pretty much up to speed really with everything. You had to do it yourself though, that's the only problem. It didn't do it automatically. I had to go and find it myself and download it. You just basically you'd go to the store and see what they'd got, but I found it easier to do through the Xbox store. So I did it basically from the Xbox dashboard, Microsoft store. Just looked at the add-ons for it, and you'll know which ones you've got because you own them, and it'll let you know. So that's the only way that to get the downloadable content that you already own. But I noticed it did separate things like Great Western Railways that I'd got. So if I go to pick a train scenarios, I've got that there that's from the first one, high speed train. On this it's not showing that I've played it very much, but I actually played it quite a lot, and that's the train from Train Sim 2 that I did play a lot, the BR406, and also I played that one, the big American one, which I like. Did the tube train a lot as well, so that's showing on this version. And I like, this is my favourite really, I suppose, Trans-Pennine. The old diesel electric. And that was the other one from Train Sim 1. And I think they're from Train Sim 1 as well. One of them were extra downloadable content, as I remember. But they're all there, and they're there right from the start, plus the extra ones, like that. That's the last one I had to go at. I haven't come across any weather. I know they've made a big thing out of the weather, but I'm not interested. If that sounds a bit bad, it's because I'm not going to get much time to play this, and I will explain why that I'm not going to be playing this game, regardless of how good the train driving is. But I'll come to that in a minute, because most people are probably not going to be bothered because you'll have more time. I'll just jump into something and just show you. That's my favourite, that one. I think the graphics look basically the same. Choose a route. I thought I'd just done that. I must have pressed wrong one. Got the scenarios, driving rain. Yeah. At least you'll get some weather on it. They're advertising, aren't they? But I guess there's no problem with that. Signalman at Huddersfield is about to sign a new platform. See, it looks very, very much the same to me. I'd have to do a side-by-side comparison. Oh, it lit up red because I'm standing on tracks. Lights are already on. I'll get on. Climb up steps, that was pretty simple. Shut that door. Set reverser to forward. This has got the zoom in with the left stick forward, because I'm on Xbox obviously, and I'm on the Xbox Series X, which is supposed to be the fastest one, isn't it? Let's have a look. Windscreen wipers. run them, and then brakes off. Got reverser forward. The display and everything looks exactly the same. You'll get out of the train by clicking down on the right stick. Click again to get back in. It says handbrake's released. Does that mean I've just tightened it? Bit of throttle. You see the amperes building up there. So the main problem now I'll just take the power off. The main problem I've got with this game, and why I won't be playing it, is because when you go to the menu now, you got this is all very nice. You can restart, go to your settings. I'll just show you them really quickly. Your controls, you can invert, do your sensitivity. It does give you a control list, but that's the sort of thing you're going to pick up yourself really easily, like that control guide there. It's pretty easy stuff. I'm not sure if you can use a mouse and keyboard. I did use that with the old ones. Certainly on 2, I'm sure I used a keyboard on that one, mouse and keyboard on my Xbox, but there's no save game. It's that simple, and that's the reason I won't be playing. This is Train Simulator 2, and we're in already, so that I'm not doing the loading screens. But if we go to the menu, instantly there, Y to save the game. And that's really the biggest difference. I don't care too much about graphics, but we'll have a quick look. We'll look outside this train. They always look same, I think, these games. I think they're decent graphics, aren't they? But yeah, all works same. All looks the same. Pretty much sounds the same. I've noticed there's a little zoom function on this now. If you press the left stick forward, you can zoom in on the instruments a little bit. Other than that, it's pretty much same. It seems to play the same. But the main thing is there's no save game. The graphics, as I say, I'm not really too bothered about. They're very samey. That's just a comparison, because anyone that's played this game in a length of time, the map's quite nice, is going to know that it just takes a lot of time. If you've got time, then you're not going to have a problem, but some of these scenarios are very, very long, and some of them, Dovetail are quite well known for having quite a lot of bugs in their stuff. There was that Rose Ignored, which was, I think it was downloadable content for Train Sim number 1. Even when they got to Train Sim number 2 and you could use that content, it still had the bugs in it. So there was one you couldn't take the brakes off the train. There was a way to do it. I even did a little video on it, but no, it's not for me. I'm not willing to put that kind of time into a game to have it all just wasted when either the phone rings or I've got to go out, or I just, you've misjudged it and you've been 2 hours in and you're thinking, is this ever going to end? Because you don't really know until you've started. I know that there's a way on this that you can choose a short scenario, but that's not the point. You want to do long journeys, that's the whole point of a train, and really without a save game, the possibility of doing that's not that much fun, or rather the prospect of doing it's not much fun. I mean, it looks quite nice. It looks, I can't really see if there's much of an improvement. There doesn't seem to be, but the graphics have never really been a problem on this game. And I should imagine that people that play this game aren't really too bothered about the graphics, because it's kind of a little bit of a grown-uppy game, isn't it? If you know what I mean. It's just the save game. It just, for me, it hurts it so badly. I won't even bother playing it. I would like to have had a go at the Steam trains, so I would have actually paid some money to play it. But under the way this is going, no, I'm not. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not interested. Not interested even slightly. Putting them brakes on now. Yeah, I'm just going to basically show you the rest of the game, because oh, this is the other thing as well. On these menu things, are we supposed to know which is which? Have I got that selected on yes, or is it on no? Well, I've, by experimentation, I know that the grey is the yes, but there should be some sort of an outline, not just change a colour. Because when you've only got two options and it changes from like one colour just to the negative of the other one, how are you going to know which one you've got selected? And if it's somewhat critical, like exiting the game by accident, that you've just spent 2 hours playing it and you can't save it, then that's a problem, isn't it? So up top there, it's saying there's Game Pass issues, but it looks like it applies to the PC more than anything else. I think it's there if you want to see it, but not on here. But I mean, basically, I think they got a problem somewhere. I don't even know. I must have clicked on the wrong one because it said Game Pass issues, didn't it? And now it's telling you it's out now. Don't know what they deal with. Oh, Game Pass issues, there it is. Yeah, it's just telling you, it's definitely for PC, I'd say, is that. By the look of it. Yeah, it definitely is. But it's a missing content. It's a typical Dovetail thing. I'm surprised it's actually working as well as it is. Crashing on launch. That's for PC, obviously. Rushed out, maybe. I'm not sure. Can't tell. This is what you've got, though. When you, with the base game, you don't get very much, I don't think. But I've got it on Game Pass, so I wouldn't be buying this game now. I would have bought it if it wasn't on Game Pass and just given it a punt, but I'm not sure what you actually get. With just the base game, you'd have to check it before you bought it if you are going to buy it. But the Game Pass is actually one of the best things that we've ever had, because you get to try these things and it's not cost me anything. So I'm like 30 quid or so better off. If I wanted to play Train Sim, which I do every now and then, it's just one of them things I like to play, I'd just play Train Sim 2 or 1. I wouldn't bother with this, simply because you can't change the game. You just can't change the game, and that's it. I mean, everything else has worked. They've got the profile over here, so that's most of that profile is just the history from game number 2. It doesn't seem to have carried over from number 1, any of it. You've got your routes, your trains, but you're not going to get all these if you've got the base game, because some of that's from Train Sim 2, some of it's from Train Sim 1, and some of it's downloaded content that I've actually bought, like the 101 BLG there, one of these big American trains. I think that one, Rose Ignored, I think I bought that. And Transpennine, that was the high-speed TSWG, that was the original #1 game, and that was part of that. I can't remember what else you got with that. But I've enjoyed playing them, and as I've said, the main reason I won't play is because of the lack of save game. I would like to play the Steam Trains, but I'm just not gonna, because I'll just end up being disappointed, and I'll get very frustrated when I've wasted my time. And you've either got a bug, or some other thing happens, and you lose an hour, half an hour, 2 hours, who knows? Because sky's the limit with these, and it's just frustrating. So the lack of save game has basically killed this game stone dead for me. I'll just quickly show you. I think that's probably, I don't know what's going to be the base game on this. Cage and Pass will be the base game. Roots and Tasks. See, I don't like the way you pick trains and things like that. Scenarios, take a predetermined task. There was a way to just, quick play, that was it. Quick play, jump straight in. I pressed it and it just took ages to come up. So then it's saying do something short or do something more. So if you go to something more, it's just going to just throw me straight in, and I think it's this Cage and Pass one. Oh no, it's a training module. How thrilling. How thrilling.
Welcome to driver training at the training center.
Yeah, thanks, but I'm not going to complete your training. Back to main menu. It's the grey option, yes. I've pressed it, but it took ages to do anything. Yeah, disappointing, really. I know some people won't be bothered by lack of a save game, but it's too frustrating. So back to Farming Simulator, I think, or World of Tanks. No, not World of Tanks. Bored with that. I'm sorry, it's worse. It's not better news. I would have liked it to have been much better news-wise. I'm sure the game's probably all right when you're playing it. I've played it a little bit, but it's very much like playing Train Sim 2. While I was playing it, I couldn't actually tell the difference, I'll be honest with you. It's just more of the same. If you've got it on Game Pass, it's worth a download. If you want to purchase it and any extra, then it's sort of buyer beware at the moment, because you might just end up being frustrated. But then again, it won't be the first time. There's been some dreadful games out. At least this is playable and enjoyable while you're playing it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll say bye.